Purple. Welcome to another episode of this Proverbs series. Today's episode is episode 23 from Proverbs chapter 23. It says, "When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. Without set thine eyes upon that which is not, for riches certainly make themselves wings, they fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that had an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up, and lose thy sweet words. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Remove not the old landmark, and enter not into the fields of the fatherless. For their Redeemer is mighty, he shall plead their cause with thee. Apply thine heart unto instruction, and thy ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell. My son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine, yea, my reins shall rejoice when thy lips speak right things. Let not thine heart envy sinners. But be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long, for surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Hearken unto thy father that begat thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. Okay, that's why we should be wise. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men. Who had woe, who had sorrow, who had contentions, who had babbling, who had words without cause, who had redness of eyes? They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. Shepe. Sapele, all those mixture and concussions, you go to bar, all these luxurious bars, and you mix wine. The Bible is telling you today, Proverbs, wisdom demands that you desist from such. Yeah. Someone would ask me now, did he say desist? He just said he's telling you things that happen. These things come with this, okay? Taking this comes with this. Say, say, look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it biteth like a serpent and stingeth like an adder. So someone once told me that it's not really directly say it to me, but I know of a man that once said in fact, he says that a man that doesn't drink must be a very wicked man. How can a man not be drinking? That man must be heartless, not be wicked. How does he express his anger? Where does he where does he channel his anger to? He needs to drink so that he can take away anger. How does he manage his anger? How does he have manage his anger issues? He needs to drink for the anger to dissipate. My dear, it's not true. Okay, are you like that? Wisdom demands that you change. Stop going into things that will harm you, destroy you for the sake of managing anger issues, or becoming high, or whatever that you derive from it. It says, "Thine eyes, are you seeing it? Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things." Are you here? Can you hear this? So you see a lot of times people take alcoholic drinks, alcoholic wine, strong drinks, and you see them misbehave. You see them, those of them that are married going into extramarital affair that just started with one night stand, because they were so not themselves. You see them saying, "Oh, I was under the influence of alcohol. That was why I did it. It's not like I meant to do it. I didn't plan to do it." But my dear, he say you can. Don't even look upon the wine when it is red. When it's giving its color in the cup, it's incising you and telling you, "Come, come, come, come and take a gulp of me." Don't look at it. That's what Proverbs is telling you today. Okay. Because at last, verse 32, it bited like a serpent and stinged like an adder. It's going to destroy you. Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thy heart shall utter perverse things, things you don't want to do, things you didn't want to say. Some people will tell you, if I want to speak to somebody the way I want to, I'll go and take alcohol. My dear, be in the right senses, in your right senses, okay? And speak to whoever you want to. I don't know. Let's continue. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast. Verse 35, that's the last verse, says, they have stricken me, shall thou say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So this whole place is telling us about, it still mentions about strange women, and so you see a lot of things to learn from here. From this very place, what should be our memory verse for me? What should be my memory verse? The memory verse should be what should be my memory verse? I don't know. I'll check my memory verse later. What's yours? Tell me yours in the comment section. Thank you. See you tomorrow for tomorrow's episode. I don't want this video to be long. That's why I'm trying to rush it. Thank you. See ya.